What was the highest waste of money that you don't regret? My first paycheck, I bought a $900 wedding cake. Me and my brother had no way to get it home since it didn't fit on our skateboards. We just had a cake fight in the parking lot. My brother passed away shortly after that. I still think about that day whenever I'm sad. This memory is worth all the money. Finally found the motorcycle I wanted years ago but could not get. It was not running, but I fixed everything myself, including a full engine rebuild. After around dumping $3,500 into it, I have a gorgeous bike, just like I wanted years ago, and even better. I invested a lot of money and time into it, but it's beautiful and it's mine now. I got into a stupid fight with my brother, so I found a game he had pledged on Kickstarter, Space Haven, and saw that for $360, I could write a pre-made character bio that would randomly show up. So I pledged it and wrote a character bio with his name and made him a flaming asshole. I have never played this game. Honestly, if my sibling paid to immortalize me in a game, even as an asshole, I'd be tickled. Your like and subscription will really help my channel. 600 euros for an hour of laps around the Nürburgring in Germany, 3 of 20 minutes each. It was open in the off-season, and there wasn't a single other car near me the whole time. 10 out of 10, one of the most thrilling experiences of my life. I've been a fat guy all my life, like really fat. Dressing comfortably was always my preference, because being stylish just isn't an option at my size. This was always a source of anxiety at any social event that required dressing up. When I realized I had 4 weddings of close friends, all coming up within the year, I decided to bite the bullet and get some decent formal clothes. I spent a lot of money on suits, shirts, and silk ties. I had everything tailored to my exact specifications. Even the trousers were made so that they looked chic, despite the belly. People were floored when I showed up to the first wedding. I received so many compliments and actual double takes. Being introduced to new people felt completely different. I felt impressive. Those were some of the best moments of my life, and a lot of that was due to the clothes and the confidence they gave me. Those clothes cost more than I had ever spent on clothing in any 10-year period, and they were worth every penny. My older sister is obsessed with the Witcher games, so I paid the main character's, Geralt's, voice actor to wish her a happy birthday. He even made the effort to pronounce her Dutch name right. For those who asked, it was around 40 euros, but I am very broke student, so for me, that's expensive. A business class ticket on a 14-hour flight. I ate great food and slept like a boss. Made a huge difference to my trip, as I didn't need to waste a day to recover. I bought the $350 Lego Ghostbusters Firehouse 5 years ago. I was a huge Lego kid in the 1980s and loved Ghostbusters. When they announced the set, I told my wife that I was buying it, no matter how ridiculous the waste of money was. It is set up in my home office and will never come down. The summer after graduating high school, I won a decent amount of money playing online poker. All my friends were going off to college, so I decided to buy them all ridiculous going-away gifts. A carpet, mailbox, toilet seat, etc. were among the gifts. The most expensive and ridiculous gift I bought was a massive wheel of cheese, somewhere between $200 to $300. Little did I know at the time that Cheese Wheel would set off a yearly event called Cheesegiving, where our entire, now with spouses and kids, group gets together to celebrate and partake in cheesy goodness. This year was our 17th, and I genuinely hope it never ends. I spent $56,000 on college for a degree I don't use, but I met my husband there, so I really can't complain. If I divide that over the nearly 25 years we've been married and consider that he's the best of dudes, it is a pretty good deal. Exactly 1 year ago, I got my private pilot license. So much money went into it, and the flights cost a lot of money. I don't regret it at all. Very cool feeling to go flying. Friends spent $30 on a jukebox to play I Whip My Hair Back and Forth on loop for an hour in a bar. Eventually, the bartender unplugged the machine. I had a friend do something similar, except it was Yellow Submarine by the Beatles. People were getting super pissed. I got $27,000 and spent it on a solo cross-country road trip that led to me moving on the complete opposite side of the country from everyone I've ever known. This trip brought me out of depression and gave me a new happy life. Dining at a Michelin-starred restaurant in Milan. We had an 18-course meal with wine pairings for like $400 or so. It was an incredible evening. $120 for a towel heater. I will never dry off with a cold towel again. The extra I pay in rent for a water view, completely worth it. I can spend an afternoon just sitting on my balcony, looking at the river and the trees moving with the wind. Due to poor insulation and distance from the water heater, my shower is never properly warm in winter. I just bought a single endpoint tankless water heater for just my shower. Best $150 I ever spent. Could I really afford it, or did I need it? No, but it really made me happy. I spent about $6 grand on DJ for my wedding, but he was the most professional MC I've ever met. He coordinated all the sound and songs. Everything was the perfect length. A good wedding DJ can make or break the entire thing. I didn't worry about a thing on the day. Your like and subscription will really help my channel. Thanks a lot for your donations.